Hey guys, Phoenix Spring Tarot. So, at the point of doing this reading, Kate Middleton has been spotted with Prince William at a Windsor farm shop trip this Saturday. And also, there has been breaking news that's been released with William saying that William is out at one of his royal duties at an event, and he's remarked that Kate wished that she was by his side at the function. All right, so all of that's just come through, and that's at the point of me doing this reading. So firstly, let me just say that timestamps are down below, because before going into the tarot part of this reading, I'll just be delivering a few messages, and these messages are going to be regarding the versions 1 and version 2 of the Kate Middleton reading that I'd done before, so 4 days ago rather. So if you have viewed those readings, great. If you haven't, that's all right. But if you're wondering what I'm referring to those readings. So I'm going to start rapid fire so I could go into the tarot. So firstly, I wanted to start with the affair that came through in my reading. And then I'll go into whether it's Kate actually in the photo. And then we'll look at her health. Okay? All right. So regarding the affair. So Piers Morgan, 20 hours ago, on his Uncensored, just released a video of himself interviewing Harvey from TMZ, and I'll link that below. What is interesting is at timestamp 5 minutes in that reading, Piers Morgan says that the affair allegations that were going around regarding Prince William were always known, but they were not published in the UK. And I think hearing that in retrospect, my brain just exploded, because it explains the reason why I struggled so much in version 1 and 2 of my reading. Because apparently there was an affair, at least affair rumors, because Piers said he can't confirm or deny, but it was silenced by the British media. So in version 1 of my reading, when I talked about the pound of flesh that the media expected, and I made that comment, now it makes sense. Because what this is showing to me is, it's almost as if my spirit guide explained it to me. The media are saying they've covered the royal family's backs. You owe us. Meaning you, the royal family, owe us. Which makes me think, what else have they been covering up for the royal family? And this is where I'm going to go on a limb to say, do we owe the Sussexes, i.e. Harry and Meghan, and the House of Montecito? Well, not really owe them an apology, but should we, in terms of things that they are saying, revisit it from a different lens? Okay, it does raise that point. So number 2 is Kate in the photo that was taken at the Windsor farm shop. So from looking at it, yes, she is in the photo. To me, that's her. There's been a lot of speculation going around online, and very early comments, actually, I remember seeing the photo with people saying, well, I live in the area, I was around that time, I haven't seen her. But it is her in the photo. I'm picking up that energy that it is her. This is the point where, going back to my version 1 of my Kate Middleton reading, this is the pound of flesh I was talking about. The press have their pound of flesh now. So they're back in each other's pockets. They're like this. They've sorted things out behind the scenes. And now what you begin to witness is the press walking a lot of things back that they've been putting out over the past few weeks. They'll be providing justifications, excuses, gaslighting us as to how we all got it wrong and everything is conspiracy theory. That's coming. Point number 3, which is her health. So I said in version 1 and version 2 of my readings, and I pinned comments for both readings, that she's gravely ill. So if Kate Middleton is walking around having her best L'Oreal moment, the photo was really spot on when you think about it. Her hair is flying in the wind. It's, you can catch that hair in motion, mid-smile, bag mid-swing, right? So if I'm saying she's gravely ill, then clearly there's a conflict there because she does not look like it. So we'll circle back to that. So bear that in mind. Did I get something wrong in this reading? Hold that thought. We'll circle back to it. Version 2 of my Kate Middleton reading and I'll give you the timestamp, 2015, so 20 minutes, 15 seconds onwards. I said I wanted to move on from the affair. What's next on the horizon for them? And we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups representing Kate. And I said, almost verbatim, that Kate has the power to change this if she wanted to. She has the power to change it. And then I talked about the press holding them hostage and wanting their pound of flesh and all of that. And we got an Ace of Swords, a Six of Pentacles. And I said that they would be able to get through this. They're putting together their strategy. Now, this brings me to where did I get things wrong, okay? So the first thing I got wrong was the timing. So I said that it would take them a while because I was looking at the Six of Pentacles energy, but really what I should have been looking at was the Ace of Swords, which says that something is going to be happening really quickly and happen within a week. So my timing was off. And her health. So circling back to that, I said she was gravely ill. So everyone is saying that looking at her, walking about, being out and about, she put the conspiracy theories to bed. My guides have pointed out a number of things to me when I asked them the question, did I get this about Kate and her health wrong? They said to me that conspiracy theory is really a broad blanket statement. There are some people who went extreme and they were saying that she's died. I never said that she died on this channel. I never said that at all. But I did say that she was ill, gravely ill. My guides pointed out that truth is not absolute. That's the way they phrased it to me. They're saying that many things can be true at the same time. So what they're saying is that, yes, you could have an affair, and per version 2 of my reading, it's ended. Yes, you could be gravely ill, and yes, you could still take a photo. So you could have multiple things true at the same time. So I wanted to dig into that further, and this is where we have the cards that are laid out in front of me. So I'm just like, where did this photo op or this photo opportunity come from? What is interesting about this is, from my version 2, if you guys remember, this is the Prince of Swords energy that came out to represent the press. So what we have is that Prince of Swords representing the press, and we have a hangman energy. And notice that's a hangman upside down with sort of a sun over their heads. And then we have the star. So if you remember from version 1 of my reading, the star represented Kate, but it specifically represented Kate and her health. So what this is saying to me is the press have gotten in cahoots with Kensington Palace to sort of come up with a plan or come up with a strategy or come up with a perspective on things. And it's almost as if they did not have that or did not pose for the picture. They're saying this would have continued the infighting and the battling between them and the press. And it meant that the future viability of the monarchy would be at risk. So these are the elements that were taken into consideration when hatching the plan. And Kate was central to that plan. And this is what I said in version 2 of my reading. And you guys could go and see it. I said it at timestamp 2015, so 20 minutes, 15 seconds. That the women of the royal family, Princess Diana, Queen Elizabeth, Kate Middleton, it's almost as if without them, they wield the power. Without them, you would not have a royal family whatsoever. And I think it's really interesting that the people who are not of royal blood formally are the ones who are ensuring the future viability of the royal family. So at this point, let's tap into the current energies and see what else we can see, and then I'll take it from there. I'm not going to have this be a very long reading. This is the last reading as well that I'm going to do into this. Spirit guides, guardian angels of the highest frequency, of the highest God frequency, please protect us and protect those viewing this reading. May we only deliver messages of the highest accuracy. And may these messages help provide insight to the nuanced situation that is happening. Thank you. Actually, changed. So what is the current situation here? Okay, I'm being drawn. Oh, why are you drawing me to health again? The word health just popped into my head. So. Okay, we have the Temperance. She did have a complication. I'm saying that she had the surgery and she did have a complication. She did have a complication post-surgery. Sorry guys, Like, she is not out the woods yet. I know she's walking about, having her L'Oreal moment, flicking the hair, but she's not out of the woods yet. There's that King of Wands, King of Pentacles again. This. An offer and a deal was made, for sure. Because remember, if you watched the version 1 and version 2 of my reading, there were two kings. There was a King of Pentacles, a King of Cups, and a Page of Swords that came up. We have that King of Pentacles again. And a deal was made. A deal was made. Hang on, guys, just give me a moment. Let me see, again, same cards that we got in version 1. Let me get some more clarifiers for this. There was some with the Temperance energy, King of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. There was some negotiation that was made by Kensington Palace, but not all of the press team were on board with it, but enough of them were. And when I say press, I'm talking about the UK press and the UK tabloid press. It's as if at first the royal family did not want to play ball with them. This is the thing. A lot of people are not picking up on this angle, but I've consistently from the very beginning, for both versions of my reading, I've been picking up on the press angle when it comes to this. It's... Okay, what else? Oh my goodness. Guys, you know what? You're seeing the same cards, the same thing. Okay, what's this Queen of Wands doing here? Please, I don't have the energy for this. I really don't have the energy for this. Let me just adjust this so you guys can see it better. Let me bring it down. Can you guys see it better? I do not have the energy. I keep on coming back to what Harry was saying about, I believe it was the Oprah interview, and I said that's in my version 1 again, that they are not free, that the press just owns them. The press owns them. The press owns them. However, again, we have a queen here and we have justice. They are going to try to walk this back and clean this up. But what this is saying is, as I said at the very beginning in my intro, the press, like, they're back in cahoots, they're back like this, they're back on good terms. I think what people are missing from everything that we've seen, and many times my spirit guides are giving me the message that people would hide things in plain sight. What the press have demonstrated is exactly with this Emperor energy who is in control. And who is in control? It's them. This Emperor energy should be either Queen Elizabeth, or it should be Prince Charles, or it should be someone along those lines. It's not them. This Emperor is almost as if it's an entity. And the entity always gets what they want with its 9 of Cups. They are going to be doing a cleanup act and they're going to be walking everything back. But as I said in the beginning, in my introduction, my spirit guides are saying the truth isn't absolute. We have people, we have the devil opposite a family marital home with your 4 of Wands, and this is the both of them. And this is what I came out in my reading. Like, people were saying in the comments, oh, Prince William is going to leave Kate, or Kate is going to leave him. Like, they can't leave each other. It doesn't mean that what has been reported, like, I can't account for all conspiracy theories. I could only account for the readings I produce on my channel and the messages I've channeled. But I am seeing elements of someone looking on to 2 people being in cahoots. Like, this is a 3-person situation. I'm still seeing that here. You know, the truth is not absolute. I'm not saying that Prince William and Kate, let's say they don't love each other, they don't appreciate each other or anything like that, but all marriages go through their trials, their tribulations, their ups and downs and everything else. But in terms of them specifically, the latitude you have to go through those ups and downs and to see them through to the logical conclusions isn't there. Because everything is reported on and everything is scrutinized, and because the press, anything that comes through, they cover it. The British press, they cover it, they submerge it. So you're a slave to an overlord, you're a slave to someone else, you're a slave to the mass media. Like this, that's the true. And when they're giving me this message now, when I said, because I was talking about the affair and I was talking about this and that, and again, it's not a matter of the affair being the driving force behind this. This is what I said in my pinned comments. This thing is not based on an affair or anything like that. Like, to me, I got in my version 2 that the affair was dealt with. It's not going on anymore, right? I picked that up. This, I feel, this underlying root is, yes, she was ill. She had complications. They froze the press out. Usually the press knows everything, but they froze the people even in their household, their royal household out. Like, they wanted to put a cap on things. The press did not appreciate that because they were not playing ball, and they decided, we're going to do for you and we are going to show you who's really in charge and who's really in control. So when those photos, there we go. There we go. 4 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles. We're going to shut you out. We're going to make things with this 5 of Pentacles extremely difficult for you. All that shows, all that we've seen is a display of the power of mass media and the power of people behind the scenes. That's all we've seen a display of. I just want to touch on, do I want to touch on the health? Goodness. Look, please leave this lovers and whatever. Leave me out of it. I'm not reporting on this anymore. Lovers card doesn't necessarily mean lovers, right? So this card, just to educate you guys, it can mean choice. It can mean choosing between one thing or the other. It could mean somebody rekindling. It could mean a lot of things, okay? 5. However, in the context of this reading and the way things are appearing, with someone looking on at 2 people having a connection, then looking on at a dalliance, and mind you, this reminds me, so my intuition, my tarot readings and all of that, I'm going to start doing that in April, towards the end of April. So they're telling me to say that. Because a lot of times people watch this and they don't really understand how the cards are happening, but I will teach you guys intuition, basic intuition, and I'll teach you guys how to read cards. But the fact that we have the lovers and infighting as well, I don't know, this thing keeps on coming up and I can't get away from it, even though I want to get away from it. But it just keeps on coming up and people, there is more. Look, you know what, any other messages? Let's just go to Kate's. I'm just going to do a cursory glance around her well-being. I'll put it like that. Let's look at her well-being. This is the last reading that I'm doing on this sort of thing. And this energy is just, I don't know, it's kind of low vibe. I want to look at more vibrational stuff. Okay, so this is showing me, to be fair, someone on the mend. to be fair, because I'm asking about health. We have the Chariot and we have the Sun. Okay, which are really two really good cards to see. However, hang on guys, just 1 minute. Again, I'm getting that message, not out of the woods just yet. Because the Chariot and the Sun have come up next to the Five of Pentacles and has come up next to the Four of Swords, meaning something's just not there just yet. But so when I did the reading on a health before, if you remember in my version 1, the cards were sideways. These cards are appearing upright. So when they were appearing sideways, just for me to explain, it means that it could go either way. It could go south or it could go north. They were hovering at 50-50. So what they're saying, so that's why I was saying she was gravely ill. You know, she still wasn't out of the woods. However, what this is saying 4 days on is that it's still bad, but it is expected she would make a recovery. Also, and they're giving me this here, it appears that a lot of this talk was causing her a lot of stress. A lot of the rumors and so on that were going around was causing her a lot of stress. Anything else? They're telling me as well that her wanting to go out and do that press photo run, they're saying it was her idea. She wanted to do it. At the Windsor farm thing, she wanted to do it. And she was the one who gave people instructions as to how it was going to go down. She wanted to do it. This was not Prince William's doing. It wasn't his. He was going along with it. As a matter of fact, what's coming through here is that they may not necessarily have agreed on the approach here with the Five of Wands and the High Priestess, but she wanted to do it. And that's what I said in my version too. It's like it had to sit with her, and she knows this. It's like she has the, there is something about Kate that's coming through here regarding her wisdom. She is a very steely, determined person. She's not as fragile as people make her out to be, is another thing that I'm being told here. But they're still bringing me back to, even though her health is improving, she is still not out of the woods yet. They still keep on coming back to that, even though she's having her hair swinging in the wind, swinging bags moment. She's still not out of the woods yet. But she knew she had to do that and come out and do it with the High Priestess and Justice in order to set things right. She had this, it's like she has the wisdom to know that this had to be done. Okay. Because this is the last time, what time am I on? 26? Is there anything else that I want to raise here? Anything else you want to raise? Any final messages regarding this? This is much better energy than the last 2 readings I had, because this Empress is what we needed to see. What's the Six of Cups reverse? Oh my gosh. This is our Prince William energy here for the King of Cups. You know what? I've reached the opinion that this is these people's business. Okay, good. This is what I wanted. Yeah. This is the Kate that we want to see. This is the Kate that we want to see. We have the Star, we have the Empress. This is someone reclaiming their power, reclaiming their authority. Dare I say as well, what this is saying to me is, and I'm going to end on this note, she has shown, and all messages in this reading are alleged until proven fact. Remember what my spirit guides told me at the very beginning of this. Truth is not absolute. Many things can be true at the same time. So all those things about the affair and her having complications and all that sort of stuff, that is true. What Kate, I'm picking up Princess Diana energy here. This is her Princess Diana vibes. This is the biggest flex Kate Middleton has shown the royal family. That the future of the monarchy rests with her, basically. That's what the Star and the Empress here is saying to me. The future of the monarchy rests with her. You other guys mess around. How other people view this, whether it's accepted by their household, by Prince William, by King Charles, by Camilla, with this Four of Pentacles, and this King of Pentacles I'm seeing here. Whether they accept that or want to accept it, it is what it is. It is what it is. She is the monarchy, basically. She has, it's like behind the scenes, there's been a gear shift and a gear change, they're saying, in her mental health and energy. Of late. A power shift. Ace of Pentacles again. A power shift, a power dynamic, like a new dawn, a new day. I have rescued you guys. This Ace of Pentacles we saw in version 2. In fact, I referenced the Ace of Pentacles at the very beginning, I believe, in my introduction. Yeah, I did, in my introduction for this. And this Ace of Pentacles has come underneath Kate. This is what I'm saying. The future rests with her. There is a gear shift that has happened behind the scenes. Death card again. There's a gear shift that's happening behind the scenes here. Like, wow. This is a boss power move we're seeing here. This Death card energy, in a way, it's come up next to Prince William, and it's come up next to the old institution as we know it. Like, the way they are going to organize things in the royal family moving forward are going to change, and Kate is going to be a huge, major power broker behind the scenes, is what I'm picking up here. They keep on saying this to me, there's been a shift in her mental health, from her mental perspective. It's like mentally getting stronger and understanding her place in it all. Now, I'm also being told this could come from her health also being on the upswing, and the momentum of, yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there because, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. This Ten of Cups is good to end on. But all of this, because this energy is very different from my version 1, this is a continuation of the end of version 2, where we have the Ten of Cups. So this is talking about emotional fulfillment, happiness, things being back the way they are and the way they ought to be. But what this is saying is that Kate, is going to usher that in. It's as if there's going to be something else that's going to be coming through, some other announcement that's going to be coming through, but they're not sure just yet what form. Like, we're going to be seeing more things being drip-fed through, but those things that are going to be drip-fed through are going to be, bear in mind, they're going to be very strategic, They have the press on their side now, but putting the press to one side, it's as if within the royal household, Kate has just made a power boss move. It's like things in terms of hierarchy and positioning, like she has just positioned herself to the top, is what I'm seeing with Kate. I don't know how, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. This is the last reading I'm going to do on this because this is just too much mess going on around this reading, and I don't like the energy, I don't like the vibe. So this is my last royal reading for quite a while. Okay, bye for now.